Yo, I could have swore I just worked on this thing. 2006 Honda Ridgeline. It's got an alternator down there that's misbehaving. It's getting really hot and it's only drawn about 50 amps and it's kind of hit and miss. I don't know, it's being goofy. So I'm going to do an alternator on this. First thing you want to do is disconnect the negative terminal. That's this guy right here, 10 millimeter. I took it out. I'm putting a charge on the battery. I haven't done one of these on one of these vehicles before, so as usual, I'm just going to say right off the bat that I don't know what I'm doing till it's done. I wrote myself a fancy belt diagram, so I know how that goes back on. There's a 14 millimeter on this tensioner. Got a really long wrench for that, and I can turn it up and get this belt out of the way. I think I'll just leave it like that. No need to take it off. Maybe I'll get him a new belt. It looks kind of crusty. I don't know what's going on with this amazing stuff here, but it looks like it should come off for some reason. So I'm going to take these two 10 millimeter bolts off of this bracket. Oh, they're nice and rusty. I'm going to flip this bracket upside down and push in on these tabs with a pair of pliers. Another 10 millimeter here for this alternator wire. Got a positive terminal here. Turn that inside out, get it out of my way. This here's a 12 millimeter. Get that wire out of my way. I got another plug right here. I should be able to push in on something to get this thing out. Pull this boot back and I can see I gotta push it in right here. Give it a wiggle. Get that out of the way. I'm gonna take this top alternator bracket completely off. Looks like two 12 millimeters. One's on the alternator and one's on the block. Looks like the top bolt for this bracket is a little bit shorter than the other one. Looks like I just have one more 14 millimeter on the bottom of this alternator. Now I should be able to get a little pry bar action in here, and gee, I probably didn't even need to do that. Wiggle this thing around and try to get this out of here somehow. Got a couple lines and stuff in my way. I'm thinking it might have to come out this way if I pull this power steering reservoir straight up. And I could actually take this bracket off with a 10 millimeter. I think I can get it out. Let's give it a try. Voila! Now I gotta get me a new alternator. Okay, out with the old, in with the new. Looks like I got part number 11150. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Oh, gravity works so much better. Oh yeah, we love gravity. I'm going to try to line up the bottom first. Oh yeah. I got that started, so I'm going to put this bracket on. I'm just going to snug these two top bolts down for now. Then I'll tighten this bottom bolt down to 33 foot-pounds. Then these two top alternator bolts get tightened down to 16 foot-pounds. Might as well put my belt back on. These have a heck of a lot of tension on them. You might want to double wrench this if you can. I got a really long wrench for this. Might as well put this wire on next. It changed everything up on me and turned this nut into a 13 millimeter. Put this bolt in here. All of these little bolts get torqued to 8.7 foot-pounds. Same with this alternator nut. They say to do these at 9 foot-pounds too. Well, they don't need to be that tight. Plug in this connector. Push in the thingamajig. Put my power steering reservoir back in. I actually took the overflow reservoir out too. That comes out the same way. It just pops straight out. I gotta put that back in. I want to test the alternator now. I don't know what happened here, but my Harbor Freight voltmeter doesn't work. It's broken. So I got this one hooked up. 12.5 volts on the battery. I'm just going to do an amperage draw test and make sure that it's cool. Looks like I got 14 volts. That's good. I'm going to bring this up to about 50 amps. Looking good. I'm going to turn the amperage up until I get to 12.5 volts. Looks like I got 150 amps running on this thing in a poopy voltmeter. Okay, I'm calling it a fix. Okay, bye.